Hi everyone, this is Selena Kraus and welcome to another card video. In this video, I'm featuring Pink and Main and I'm using few items from the new release, Masked Hexagon Stencil, Easter egg stamp, and die set along with the Enchanted Garden enamel dots. So let's take a look at the stamp set. So we have two little bunnies, a cheek, flower, and bunch of eggs, and it comes with coordinating dies. So there are a few eggs and they're the same shape, so we have only one die for the eggs. So next is the stencil. So this is very fun mask stencil. And if you could see it from the close-up, there are lines that show how to center it on an A2 card front. However, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to use the stencil to create fun ink blended background. So I position it somewhere like the hexagon to be somewhere in the center. And I'm using the ergonomic blending brushes to apply color. So I'm starting with lime green. And before I put the stencil on my paper, I sprayed it with Pixie stencil adhesive. So to make sure that it's nice and secure, or if you don't have the stencil adhesive, you can secure your stencil any other way with washi tape or with any other tape. So next I'm moving the stencil to the corner and I'm going to apply now yellow ink. I'm using Butterbar ink, which is a little bit darker yellow, like yellow orange. So I'm overlapping the stencils, the hexagons, so you can see there's a little bit different color there as they overlap. Now I'm moving the stencil to the bottom corner, bottom right corner. Before that, and I'm using Tide Pool ink. And the ergonomic blending brushes are great for big areas, and the blending is effortless, and it's very easy to cover that, to make sure that we have nice blend and to cover the area really quickly and to have even coverage. Next I'm going with cotton candy ink. Again, I'm applying on the corner. I'm going to do the same on the other corner, the bottom left. Now we're doing the top right, the bottom left, and I'm going to do with soft apricot ink, which is orange ink. And if you notice, I have different brushes for each color family. This way, and I have a little dot. I can recognize which brush goes with which color. This is completely not necessary. If you want to use one brush for multiple colors, you can do that. I just wanted to have, so I don't clean it between each application. So I just grab brush and go. It makes the process much faster. Next, I'm going to stamp the images. I'm using the little bunny in the eggshell and a little polka dot egg. I'm using alcohol marker friendly ink and stamping on white cardstock using my Mini Misty. I'm stamping it twice just in case and to have images for future use, or to just while I'm watching TV in a rare occasion to color something while I'm watching. Since I stamped a couple times over the same image, I'm using my heat tool to make sure that ink is dry, so when I start coloring it doesn't smear. Next I'm using some alcohol markers to color both images. I'm going to speed up the process here, so I'm not really doing anything extraordinary with coloring. I'm just mixing three colors from three shades from the same color. I'm trying to match the colors to coordinate my background that we just made using the masked hexagon stencil. So I'm just quickly coloring. And then we're going to move on the egg, and then we're going to go back to the bunny and color the bunny with light grays. So I decided to go, I didn't have enough blue on the bunny, so I decided to color the egg, the background, the base of the egg to be kind of Tide Pool or pool colored ink. And then I'm adding the polka dots to match the background, pink, yellow, orange, and green. So I'm just adding the yellow here. So next we're gonna color the bunny really quickly. I wanted a white bunny, so I'm using grays, and then everything, I'll blend in the end everything with the blender pen. So here, kind of blending everything to lighten that color. Next, I'm just taking out the coordinating dies. So I'm going to position over my colored images and secure with some washi tape. You can use any other adhesive or magnetic plate to secure those. And then by magic of YouTube, I've already die cut. So next we have left the sentiment, and to assemble our card, I'm using the Happy Easter sentiment from the same stamp set. I'm going to stamp onto black cardstock using embossing and watermark ink. I'm stamping a couple times to make sure that I have nice coverage on that black cardstock. Next I will apply some white embossing powder and heat set it. So I'm just heating it up from the back and then from the front. Now we need to assemble the card, and I'm trimming my background to 4 by 5 1/4. Next I'm going to trim the sentiment, and after I trim the sentiment I decided to fussy cut around Happy Easter because it seemed like to be very wide strip because of that E. So I'm just using my paper snips to trim around the sentiment and to have a shaped sentiment. So now I'm assembling to see where I want the images to go, and I will make a black card base, top folding card base. So I use 4 1/4 by 11 inches piece of cardstock that I scored at 5 1/2. Next, I'm using fun foam to adhere that background onto my card base. And then I use tape runner to adhere it to the background, and then liquid adhesive to adhere to the card base. I'm using some foam squares to adhere the bunny and the egg to my card. And then I'll use a smaller foam adhesive that's black foam squares to adhere the sentiment. I wanted black, so because the sentiment is stamped on black cardstock, and it's less visible when we do with the black foam dots. Next, I'm adding some Enchanted Garden and Enamel shapes to finish off the card. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as my blog for more ideas and more inspiration. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye!